Hello, beautiful people. It's Psychic D. I am back. I have had my surgery last Monday. I am on the mend. Thank you, everybody who sent through some healing or some compassionate words, your thoughts, your prayers, all that sort of stuff. I really appreciate it. And goddamn, have I missed my work with spirit over the last week, I tell you. Surgery went well as far as I know. I am on the mend, still a little bit sore and sorry. But the thing that got me the most is the anesthesia. I've never been put under before. I've never had any form of anesthetic before. So that's probably what knocked me around the most. So last week even though physically I could have done the readings, I just mentally couldn't do it because of whatever the drugs they put in me did. So, but I'm back and forth now. What I'm going to do today is to give everybody a channel message for the month of July. I am very excited about this because I want to know. I was going to leave these videos till next week and just start then. But I am so keen. Tomorrow is the 1st of July. Ooh. It has been the time where I've predicted personally that things are going to start getting better for people. So, and people are going to start getting their karmic rewards. So let's see if we're still on the same train. So what I'll do today is give you guys the mass conscious collective energies. They are my subscribers, my stalkers, anybody who stumbles across this video. This is a psychic message for you. It's a little bit of a heads up from spirit to help you shift or sort your energy into receiving what you want. I am a certified law of attraction practitioner, if you don't already know. So a lot of my guidance from spirit, even though they give me the psychic predictions and that's all cool, a lot of my psychic prediction is backed up by some sort of law of attraction based advice. So I love to help people move forward. That's what my job is on this plane, I suppose, my gift. I am fully into personal development. So what I'm going to do, if you are too, is to offer you some guidance and some spirit-led wisdom to get us through the month of July. I will be back in probably the next day or two to start doing the weeklies. So yeah, I'm going to do a monthly insight prediction thing each month on the channel now, and then I'll back it up by following it up weekly. So I hope that all made sense. I'm really excited to get going because I'm keen to know what's going to come out for us for July as well. So let's get into this. Hey, I'm starting off using the Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reid. Then I'm going to tap into my trusty 30-year-old tarot, and then I'm going to back up with some oracle cards. So here we go. Spirit, can you use all my senses safely and securely and in full protection to offer the mass conscious collective, whoever is meant to hear this message for the month of the July, preferably the proactive doers in this community, something that we can keep an eye out for, something we may need to know for the month of July, please. This is for the entire month of July, unless you give it to me differently. All right, I want to take this one. All right, so we got Treasure Island. Beautiful card to start off. Basically, what you're putting out there at the moment is what you're going to get back. It's going to be different for everybody. Just remember that the messages I'm about to give is very general, so just apply it to your life where it fits. If it doesn't fit, leave it alone. But Treasure Island means lots of different little goodies are going to come your way. It's like a whole new world is going to start opening up for people, and how that's going to start opening up is Spirit are going to start providing some catalysts, and for me that means they're going to start bringing some opportunities or they just told me the words new alliances. So some of you may be lining up with new people, new places and new things. That's going to be the catalyst for your growth in July. Bring that on, I say. So make sure that you are continuing to do your energy work by sorting out what serves your purpose, what doesn't, and leaving what doesn't serve your purpose alone now. So that's when I say leave it alone, I mean don't give it any airtime, don't give it any focus, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, please know that they show me that TV show that I think it used to be called Treasure Island or something. It's kind of like, I think they were in a tricky predicament, but then they made it really good for themselves. Anyway, that's what they're showing me because I see that little guy going with the funny voice. So yeah, please know that all your karmic rewards are coming in, guys. So that's very exciting. We have breathe, So this seems to be coming up a lot in personal readings and stuff as well. So it is time to just sort of catch your breath a little bit. We do have a little window of opportunity coming up. Breath work, this came to me in my meditation a couple of nights ago about getting into more breath work and stuff, because I've even noticed just with the stress and the anxiety and that I've had over the last couple of months with everything that's been going on in my own life, I find I'm holding my breath all the time, and it's making me feel really lethargic and stuff because I haven't got that circulation going. So if you find that you aren't breathing properly, please jump on a YouTube or do something or get into breath work of some sort. So make sure you're breathing in the good shit and breathing out the bullshit, and you are centering yourself. I feel like I want to get centered. I feel like I want to sit up tall. And they want me to line my chakras up. So maybe some of you may need a chakra aligning as well. But it is about sifting and sorting through your energetic space. Most definitely. Because this is going to help you blossom and bloom, they said. I feel like a lot of us are like a little bud at the moment, like a little flower bud. And we are just about to open up to all the treasures that the universe have lined up for us. The treasures that are lined up are the things that we are personally asking for. So, you know, it could be anything for you. It could be health, could be wellness, it could be material things, whatever it is. It's coming into harvest. They just said coming into harvest. So breathe. Don't try to rush this process because they're saying patience. So patience may be the key for you this July. But make sure that you take the time to breathe a little bit. Take the time to breathe a little bit. So we've got to clean it up. So once again, because I read for so many energies on a mass conscious level, once again, please only take what you need. I know for me personally, I have cleaned up the majority of my BS. And the surgery last Monday was sort of like what I felt like was the final chapter now that I can just move forward, so to speak. But if you haven't, it may be time for you to continue to clean up your energetic space. It may be your physical environment, so you may need to declutter, or maybe shift the energy in your physical home or your office space or your car space or something like that. So you may want to clean it up that way. You may want to clean up your thought processes a little bit. You may want to clean up any addictions that you may have that no longer serve you. Clean it up means just that. If you know that there are areas in your life that need a bit of a clean up, you're being encouraged to do that as well. They just said to me, pick yourselves up and dust yourselves off. So that could be a meaning with the clean it up as well. Stop. I should say stop because I'm a bit of an aggressive personal developer. I'd probably stop really playing the victim and being in that everything's happening to me sort of energy. It could mean that as well, because they're saying, just for God's sake, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move forward. What's done is done. Because I feel like that's what the grey cloud is hanging over some of your heads. It's the mentality that, you know, the world's against you and everything's going wrong and nothing's going right. And I take 2 steps forward and I take 3 steps back. And we're not picking on you by any means for being like that. Please don't get us wrong. What we're saying is that if you truly want to move forward and you want better for your life and you want to align yourself with the abundance, which is the universe, you really need to step out of that mentality. It's a mindset thing. So that's a pretty strong message, I'd say. So we've got not for you. So some of you may be dealing with people, places and things that you know aren't in alignment, but they're in your comfort zone. So that's maybe something you need to clean up. You need to clean up what you're holding on to, which you know doesn't serve your purpose, but it makes you feel comfortable. It's predictable. You know, I think what the spirit are going on with here, and I can't wait to get into the tarot, is that people are holding on to old things because they are predictable, they are comfortable and stuff, but that's what's preventing your treasures to come in for you. So I'd be very mindful of that if I were you guys. You know, I got a feeling, and I got this message before I even jumped on this video when I was just preparing the cards and stuff. I feel like a majority of us are going to get lucky. That has been coming out in the daily messages on my Facebook page anyway. I do them organically and naturally every day. So if you don't follow my Facebook page, please do. I use the Tattoo Tarot, and I just intuitively share each daily message because I take it for myself as well. I'm not just reading for the collective. I include myself in all of that. So I think what's preventing anybody from moving forward right now is not keeping your eye on the prize and staying in that sort of old old, stale and dusty energy, so to speak, because it's safe there and it's predictable. So there may be some fear attached to that as well. So we've got the fates. So I think for a lot of you, what you don't know, and we really want to tell you this, so I hope you believe us, is that the stars are actually lining up for you. I actually really do feel like there's something universally at play here that is for your own divine good. It's fated for you. It's meant to be. But if you don't release what's not good for you, people, places, thoughts, things, and you don't take the time to clean up that energy of yours, they just told me diet, so some of this may be a dietary change as well, and you don't take the time to sit out and breathe, then, it's just going to prevent all this treasure to come your way, which is fated to be anyway. So it's kind of like, go easy on yourself, start having a bit of fun, have a bit of play. What's coming is coming. It's divinely orchestrated. It is karmic. So that means what you've put out there, you are going to get back. I like this. I like the energy of it though, because I feel like I am that cocoon at the moment and I'm changing into the butterfly. So life is evolving, whether you believe it or not. Something's shifting and something's changing. It's going to happen really abruptly for some people, but some it's just going to really slowly evolve because, some people love that challenge of just doing something new and being very spontaneous, where some people, spirit know, they have to go a little bit softer on you. We've got loyal heart. So please know that what you've been putting your heart and soul into is going to pay off. Could be a business, could be a relationship. I've got a feeling once again, it's a relationship, because we've got not for you. And I was pulled energetically to the fact of these are friendships, relationships, people that you spend a lot of time and energy with. You may have to have a bit of a look at that and just see who's raising you up, who's pushing you forward, who's motivating you, who's holding you accountable, who's got your best interests at heart. And if no one in your sphere is doing that, I would probably work on releasing them, because you do have a loyal heart that's coming in for you. This is a divine connection, I feel. We'll get into the tarot a little bit more, but please know that if you have trust issues, or things have gone pear-shaped in the past, or loved ones have left, or you've left loved ones, or anything of that nature, please know that part of this treasure island, if a relationship is what you're asking for, please, or really good friendships or whatever, connections, please know that that's what's coming in for you as part of that treasure island. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm a sailor and I'm out to sea and I'm having a look out and I see an island and there's all my friends going, hey, over here, over here. So at the end of the day, what you've been asking for, Spirit can hear you calling out for it, but it's about you, looking up and breathing and look into the future, so to speak. Look into the future rather than how it is, how it's been, and dealing with anything that's sort of weighing you down, so to speak. Yeah, look, we got soulmates straight after that. So loyal heart and soulmates. So if you are after new relationships, could be intimate relationships, friendships, reconnections with family even. Everyone's going to be different. But please know that there are soulmates. Please know that soulmates aren't always intimate relationships. You can have really good friendships that are connected on a soul level. It's like you telepathically know what each other's thinking and you both call each other at the same time and you're connected on a soul level. It's kind of like you can feel them without them even being in your presence. So please know that if you are looking for new relationships or friendships, that is definitely part of your treasure island. It's definitely coming in for you. Yeah, we got the higher power. So it's about connecting with your faith, trusting in the divine. Like I say, because the fates are here to me, this is the universe is trying to line these stars up for you. But you've got to be a player in the game as well. And the way that you play the game is that you feel as good as you can. You just choose to feel better than you did yesterday. And you start focusing on what you want and why you want it, as opposed to what's going wrong and basically all the shit that's going on in your life, really. I know that's not easier said than done, but to have higher power here, it means the spirits, your ancestors, whoever you believe to be of non-physical. Some people say God, it's totally up to you, but please know that it's fated. It's your higher calling. It's calling out to you. If you don't know how to sort of align all that, book a reading and we'll get you set on your path. But some of you may even actually need a Reiki healing. So That's up to you to find out. Yeah, we got time for a nap. So take some time out. I just feel like I want to get some of you out of the 3D reality and get you back into daydreaming, get you back into Fantasy Island. I think that was the name. That's not Treasure Island. It was Fantasy Island, that TV show that I was talking about before. But it is. It's about, if you want to get onto Treasure Island, you need to get into Fantasy Island. You need to go somewhere in your daydreams, visualizations, positive affirmations, self-scripts, daydreaming, all that sort of stuff. That's vital right now. So, because you will get what your heart's desires, because the fates, the universe, higher power is lining that all up. And I think most of the people here that are going to be watching this, it must be a relationship, because relationships are really strong. So one more for this one, and then we'll get stuck into the tarot. So we got in between worlds. So it's kind of like, a lot of you may not know whether you feel like Arthur or Martha right now. You know what I mean? Like you can feel and, how do I explain it? It's kind of like, I want that next step, but I don't know how to get there. It's such an indecisive energy, because they're giving me this feeling in this thing and feeling rather than thought or whatever. But it's pretty much speaks for itself, this between worlds. But it's like, I know the grass is greener on the other side, but I can't seem to clean this up. I can't seem to release what no longer serves me. I think trust and faith. They just keep saying trust and faith, trust and faith. I mean, this was flipped over in my deck, so I'm going to take it anyway. And that's chaos and conflict. You're either creating deliberately creating a beautiful life for yourself by only focusing on what you want and why you want it. You're doing your vision boards. You're doing your meditations. You're waking up each day with purpose, and you're going to bed satisfied. Or you're waking up in chaos and conflict because you're trying to mop up shit that probably shouldn't even need your attention. It's going to be different for everybody. This is so hard for an energy reader sometimes to sort of elaborate on that. But if I were you guys, try and find, if you are feeling a bit chaotic and a bit conflicted or anything like that, please seek some support from somewhere. You can get a reading, you can get a Reiki healing. If you believe in the spiritual stuff, you may just want to go see a counselor, or you might need to see a psychologist or someone more so on the medical side. It's totally up to you. But yeah, I just really want all of you to know, and my emphasis as a psychic reader is to try to plant positive seeds and help guide you towards what's possible. And what's possible at the moment is this treasure island. And the way you're going to get to this treasure island is through using your fantasy, changing your fantasy island into your treasure island. Know that the universe, the higher powers, is doing this for us. The stars are lining up for us. It's fated. Whatever you're going to go through for yourself at the moment is fated. It's meant to be. It's meant to be this way. So we can, oh, look at that. You saw that flick over. Look at that. Death. So it's the death of the old, so you can bring in the new. Everyone's at their own different pace at that. I've got a feeling that some people need to start saying no to people more. I feel like I've got a lot of energy vampires around me at the moment, and I need to learn to say no. That could be part of your cleaning up energy. You need to follow your instincts when it comes to future partners, especially. Use your discernment. But the death card to me is that this cycle is going to break for the majority of you. And it can be very exciting, but it can be very daunting as well if you have no idea, or you haven't taken the time out. Look at all those that just flipped over. If you haven't taken the time out to know what it is that you actually want in your life and put your focus there. Look, so you've got the moon, so something's going to be illuminated for you. Some people's intuition is really, like, I get a funny feeling in my stomach. Your intuition is telling you something and you're not listening with it. You're bucking the current, and it may be causing physical disease for you. So that could be just like aches, pains, headaches, all that sort of stuff. Or you may receive some news, or you may receive some illumination about something. So with this card, I'm getting make a decision. You need to make a decision. Stop waiting around for people. That's what they're saying to me. Stop waiting around for people. Stop waiting for the world to change to suit you. It's not how it works. You need to be and create the person who you want to be, so you can draw toward you like the beautiful, abundant magnet that you are. Draw it toward you. Don't expect everything else around you to change. Don't wait for that phone call. Yes, there's a lot of codependency things coming up for a lot of people at the moment as well. I don't think a lot of people realize how much they rely on other people, places, things for their own evolvement and their growth and all that sort of stuff. This is an internal job. You'll hear it all the time, but we really want to reiterate, right? I should think of it too much now. We really want to reiterate that. Please, if you are someone who is codependent and relies on other people, places, things for your own happiness, for your own personal growth, whatever, that's part of your clean it up energy. Never fear though, because we have some abundance coming in. This could be tax time, who knows? But please know that there's some abundance coming in. I feel like part of this treasure island, if people have been asking for money, please know that it's coming in for you. I've got a feeling this karmic cycle is going to bring it in threefold. So once again, you may get it three different ways. So don't pigeonhole your thought process into it coming in a specific way. So you may be expecting a tax check. You may be expecting some money, whatever. This is not something that you're expecting. That's how I feel. I feel like it's going to come through left field. I feel like it's going to come in three different ways. And people, Spirit are like going like this to me. So that's my symbol to keep your mind open. Just, I am abundant. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly from multiple sources. My bank account is overflowing. I can give so much more to charity this week because I had such a great week this week. All those money stories, I would keep telling that. If money and abundance and security, they said security, financial security is what you've been asking for. So once again, I've got people who are going to be watching this that are really into the relationship side. So please know that you've got the loyal heart and soulmate. So if you have any trust issues, sort that out so that partner can come in. If you are asking for abundance and money and security and stuff, work on your money stories because that's coming in. Keep an open mind. Don't try to work out where it's all going to come from because that's going to be your biggest downfall. Just trust the universe. They're lining up. The stars are lining up for you. It's all happening. Like whatever this is that's happening to you in July, it's fated. It's fated. And hopefully what's fated is you receiving what you want, and you will, should you stick in Fantasy Island so you can get to the Treasure Island. We've got the Devil, so this is kind of like the toxic. You need to look at your life and work out what's toxic and what's not, so to speak. Who are you dancing with? I don't know. I've got a very strong feeling for July is to be mindful about who you're hanging around. You are a product of your environment, so make sure your environment is up to scratch, but be very picky. Get a bit more picky on who you allow into your space. It's going back to this energy vampire feeling that I've got. It could be workspace as well. It doesn't always have to be home or friendships or anything like that. It can be your workspace, but don't know. I just feel like I need to, because we got not for you, which I put with people. I put that with people. You release those people and you'll get lucky. Let's just say that. I think part of the illumination is better the devil you know than the devil you don't. That's the words they're giving me. So some people know that some people are toxic to them, are no good for them or whatever, but they're not doing anything about it. I think that's who they're really getting me to focus on. You are going to receive some news, or spirit are going to help remove people from your life. So I never wish anything bad upon anybody, but if you don't sort of make a positive choice so you can sit there at the end of the day and go, you know what, I made this choice for myself, and take that sense of pride or whatever. Something may happen to this person, so they may, just say it's a partner, they may meet someone else and move overseas. Like something will happen to them, and then that's going to leave you stuck because of that codependence and you not being able to control the situation. I don't like the word control, but if you don't do what's for your highest good, spirit are going to step in and maybe do something to help you, because whatever it is, the situation is going to end anyway. So it's going to be different for everybody. Yep. So we've got the Three of Swords. This is like that emotional wounding. It's kind of like if you start taking your sword back and cut through the bullshit and all that sort of stuff, I see people, places, things being removed from your environment quite effortlessly. I'm obviously reading for people at the moment that haven't really done the work like I've been preaching for the last month and a half. Or maybe you have. Maybe you have and you're still going. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups, baby. It's time to be authentic. It's trying to be transparent. It's time to be real. And I don't necessarily mean be real to other people. Be to yourself. Time to have a good cry. Time to have a little breakdown if you have to. I had one of them last week. Get honest with yourself. As soon as you get honest with yourself and you start cleaning up the areas and pockets of your life, and when you start empowering yourself, everything that your heart desires, whatever you've put on Treasure Island, it's going to come to you. It's fated. Spirit are taking you there. Whenever I see the symbolism in these cards of the water being like this, that means go with the flow. Let the universe take you there. Stop working so hard. Stop trying to control and manipulate people, places, things to go your way. It's not how it works. You're doing it the hard way. It's too big to go into in this reading because we're already at 25, but please know that emotional alignment, positivity, happiness, everything that you're asking for, it's coming. No ifs, no buts. It's coming for you in July, but you need to get out of your own way, and you really need to do a self-check and a self-inquiry and keep doing this. It's just part of this karmic cycle, but I think I'm tapping into the energies that haven't sort of really got there yet. Shit, they all just fell out. Too many. Yeah, it's so hard. Honestly, it's so hard for me to give guidance because the energy that I'm feeling with these is quite heavy. I feel like I need to have a one-on-one for like 3 weeks with the energies that I'm reading with, because it's not something I could just say, oh, write an affirmation, it'll be fine. I just don't feel like it's that energy. I feel like this is quite heavy. And I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people still attached to exes from the past, hoping and praying that they'll change their ways and that they'll come back to them, and they're stopping their life, and they're so miserable. Like they're so miserable because they want this person from the past to come back. And, that's a very deep energy. That's a very strong energy, that energetic thing. You can't just cut the cord and go, no, well, it's done. That's who I feel like I'm reading for. So sorry if I'm waffling in this one, but that's what may be coming up for many people in July. This fell out in this pile upright. I put it back in, I shuffled, and you saw it. Look at this Queen of Pentacles. Whatever you put your mind to, I've got a feeling this is business. So I'm actually really stoked because Spirit have done a good job here of covering all sectors and depending on what you're looking for. Relationships, yes. Friendships, yes. Loyal hearts, you can trust these people. They're going to be soulmates. If you want money, once again, shift your money story. This money is like waiting on the door. They're just waiting for you to take the peg off it and stop pinching yourself off from the abundance. If you are self-employed, looking for new work, want to advance in your career, would like to study even, please know that you're coming into a time that's ripe for that. So there is success. What I love are these two cards together. Is once again, if you're doing the work, you're doing the self-love, you're emotionally taking care of yourself, you're doing what serves your purpose, and I hope I'm looking right. But everything's going to pay off for you, but you've got to be honest and raw and real with yourself. Spirit just want me to tell you a beautiful saying that really helped me when I had codependent issues many years ago. Don't have them anymore, but they said if you struggle with other people, just love them where they are. The best thing that you can do is love them where they are, because everyone's in a different spot. Whenever I had a beef with somebody or someone mistreated me, I could have easily gone into that anger and frustration and wanted to get revenge and get spiteful and all that sort of stuff. But you know what? Life's too short. I just sit there and go, you know what? I love you where you are. You are exactly where you're meant to be, but that's not necessarily who I want around me. That's not necessarily where I want to be, because I know what I want. So some of you need to step into that energy. But we got the King of Wands. Look at this. Don't worry, guys. Your fire, your drive, your motivation, your passion, your skills, everything is going to start taking off for you in July. No ifs, no buts. There could be a big move for some people. So some people may move into state, overseas. I know there's COVID around. I'm not going to touch that subject because a lot of it's man-made. I'm not going into that vibrational fear. If you want something in life, regardless of whether there's a pandemic or whether you're as poor as a badger's bum, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a rip, whatever. If you want it bad enough, you're going to get it. And I feel like some of you are going to get the fire up your belly in the month of July. I really do. So make sure that what you focus on and who you hang around and all that is serving your purpose, nourishing you, loving you, nurturing you, inspiring you, all that sort of stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that, mate. Yeah, look at that. Keep going. 8 of Pentacles. The money, the abundance, the love, the prosperity, and the joy is growing. Please don't expect expect, I mean, you can expect it if you want, but sometimes with the energies I'm reading for, it's, not a bit unrealistic. But what I'm trying to say is that whatever you're putting your time and effort into after this closure, after this ending of an old cycle, it's just growing and growing and growing. And it is what your empire looks like for you. Well, that one wanted to stay down there. Yeah, look at that. Stand your ground. You know what you want. You know who you are. Remember who the fuck you are. You are a strong, independent extension of positive source energy. You can be, do, have it all. You do have support. You do have abundance. You do have joy. It's just about lining yourself up with it. And some of you are. So if you want money, you're going to get money. If you want love, you're going to get love. If you want a relationship, you're going to get relationship. If you want to patch things up with old people, use your discernment. But you're going to get it. You're going to get it. It's all part of your treasure island. You know, we as mentors and that, we always say, what does I put what you want on your vision board or whatever. You can go novelty if you want and do it like a treasure island. What is your treasure island? If you were sailing in the emotional seas right now, what would you like to see on your treasure island? Who would you like to turn up to? What would you like to see? What would you like to smell? What would you like to taste? How would you like to eat? All that sort of stuff. Get picky, get picky. Stop dealing with this toxic fucking shit that doesn't serve your purpose. This can even deal with cycles, going around and around and around, doing the same old cycle. You need to jump off that bloody train, because a lot of you have things in your life that are not for you. They're not for you. Time to level up. Time to level up. Time to clean it up. Please take the time to love yourself enough to take a breather, take a nap, and, focus on bigger and better things rather than relying and being dependent on other people around you to provide that for you. It's not going to happen. You'll be waiting forever. Waiting forever. So never let anyone, any people, place, thing ever hold you back. You're not going to fucking believe this. Look at that. You saw those cards. Well, I don't know whether you saw it, but you could hear it. The cards, oracle cards. Look at that. Treasure chest. Treasure island. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Remember I told you that right at the beginning there was unexpected money coming? Booyah. Thank you, Spirit. So, I don't know what to say. What you're putting in your treasure chest is what you're going to reach when you reach Treasure Island. So fantasize about it. Visualize about it. It's coming. Please know that you and your loved ones are protected. So if you are living in fear, I'd clean it up and work my energy out of fear and into the awareness that you are fully protected at all times. You may want to incorporate some daily practices that instills that protection. So people believe in crystals. Some people just believe in prayer, whatever it is for you. But please know that you and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. We've got healing hearts. So yeah, there are going to be some breakups. I can't budge off that. Majority of this, even I think it's love and money, and I've been getting that for months. But please know that your heart may still be healing, and just to go easy on yourself. But it's about finding ways to cut that energetic cord to those people, places, things that no longer serve you. It's all healing. So do your chakra alignment. Do things that serve your purpose. Yes, look at that just come up. Self-employment. So I got that back in one of the other cards as well. If you want to be self-employed, please know that that's going to take off for you. So with the C word, I'm not going to say it, but, it's reared its ugly head for people to make the necessary change they need in their life, because they may be dependent on, I don't know, shut up, Jenny. One more of these and I will wrap it up. So the last card, we got Father Healing. So some of you may need to address any issues or emotional traumas that you have with your father. For me, when I turn this card around, I know what it says and stuff, but I feel like a lot of you need to step into more of your masculine energy. That's part of this devil energy. It's about stop being more of the feminine side, where you sort of, you're very soft and you're very mothering and you're very nurturing in that. It's about finding your balance with your masculine, so you can sort of step up a little bit more and take a little bit more ownership. It is a skill to balance out your masculine and feminine, definitely, for sure. But if you are someone who finds that you're very sensitive and very much in your feminine energy, you may be tempted, as part of your clean it up, is to step into your masculine. Learn to say no, like I said at the beginning. Learn to realize who you're dependent on. And to release that, and how do I say it? It's about releasing the need to believe that you need people, places, and things to get you forward in life. The only thing that you need is a full knowing and full acceptance of who you are by being transparent and honest and raw with yourself, and your connection with source energy, whoever you believe that is, your faith, whatever you're thinking of, non-physical. Because once you develop that relationship, I tell you what, I will go without humans all day, every day, as long as I keep my connection with source, and that will never change. But that's what I get. It sort of says your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So that's what the card says, but my message for you with that card is about maybe amping it up a little bit and stepping a little bit more into your masculine energy. I just felt like I wanted to pull one more, so we will. So we got watch your thoughts. So thoughts become things, my loves. Thoughts become things. So just remember that. I see it being a wonderful month for July. I know I went on a lot about some shadow stuff, but obviously Spirit only give me what they feel these people, whoever's going to watch, needs. So if you needed to know that, if you want to know what's holding you back, basically that's what it is. If there's nothing holding you back and you're the free spirit and you're waking up with purpose and going to bed satisfied, please know that whatever you've put in your treasure chest, you are just about to land on your treasure island. So ahoy there, me mateys. The fates are on your side. The stars are lining up for you. And I want to know everything that you have received in the month of July. Is it love? Is it money? Is your business taking off? What is it for you? Please come back and comment and all that, because it helps keep me in the algorithms and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful July, and I will see you in a couple of days for one of our weeklies. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.